Hello everyone, welcome back to No Man's Sky Synthesis, Perma 2020. We're in the first Atlas station. That music started up just as I was ready to talk. So ominous. Start this crazy journey. We'll get through this pretty quickly. I can't hear my little feet on the ground though. Never shut your game off inside of an Atlas. And always make sure that if you are doing the Atlas mission, always finish that station before you shut your game off, and then go to the nearest space station or your freighter or someplace like that to save your game. Otherwise, Atlas gets confused. I'm wearing slippers. That's why you can't hear my feet. Wonder if I missed any over there. I don't think so. All right. We got some free warp cells here. I use these regular warp cells on the freighter because one fills the whole freighter. Unity of Rutal Dame. You muley the infinite. Open the sky and be our eyes. Know us, Oxy no hola. The Atlas called me to this interface, and yet its purpose remains unclear. It demands worship. It demands obedience. It welcomes me. It knows what I am. It offers the gift of true understanding, but why? Why does such power and knowledge crave submission? It knows my thoughts before I know them myself. It knows what I will do. The Atlas asks me to follow its path. I will accept this. The sky is deep and full of wonder, and the path to enlightenment opens to me. I don't think I have 200 chromatic metal. Only 165. We need 2 of those. Ghosts in the machine. Locate a hollow terminus. You see that now that we got through that rough bit of transferring the mission to this part of the galaxy, now it's running much more smoothly. That's really pretty. I made so many hypercores that I burned through a tremendous amount of chromatic metal. But I think there's some in the nutrient processor. We can set it down right here, but I think I have 2 sitting here. And nope. How about in here? Here we go. Alrighty. And we're making 2 of those. 1 for the Atlas and 1 for Artemis. Someone was saying something about playing better in first person. Here's something you can't do in first person. Watch this. Boink, 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 boink. Let's go meet Apollo. Apollo terminus detected. Here it is. Like Gamma planet. Oh, that looks awesome. I love my TIE fighter. Right. Off to Sast Major. What a shot that is. Awesome. This game is so beautiful. Tune to Apollo. The transmission is silent. The stranger just stares at me. Hello, Apollo. Identify yourself or I end this call. I'm a friend of Artemis. No, you're not. Why do you use that word at all, friend? It's just a label, a pretense to make you feel better about being alone. Why are you contacting me anyway? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind. I don't care about their weird dreams. I'll meet if I'm paid to meet. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable time. Artemis is in trouble. That they attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant and uncharted world, disappearing from the network. Apollo's demeanor changes. They appear uncomfortable at the news. Send me your data logs. Let me see this for myself. Apollo studies a log, pausing and replaying the various segments of static and distortions. They turn to me with a glow of excitement. These noises, they sound just like the echoes of Sentinel events. You've seen them before, of course, drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with their precious planets. But this data, it's distorted, inverted. There's a lot to gain if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And this, the portals, perhaps they're the key. Life is worth more than money, Apollo. Yes, probably. But if we can figure this out, we can save Artemis too. Don't fret. So what do you say? Do you want to work together on this? Be partners? What choice do I have? If you're going to work with me, we need to expand your base of operations. I'll send you a contact of mine. They'll supply you with what you need. Just remember to be polite. As the hologram recedes, Apollo's head turns to the side, ever so slightly, as if sighing, saddened. Or perhaps it was nothing, a ghost in the machine. It's not fun if you don't jump. Yay! Meeting Apollo is apparently meeting an alien. Saving chart. Unless you don't need hundreds and hundreds of navigation data. Target's outside local system. Good grief. Hello, Viking. What's on your mind? Death today. Look at them all. Wow. There's some more chromatic metal. Here we go.
Orbital station coordinates received.
One at a time, guys. It was a choice. Meet the contact or go to the Atlas station. I don't know if you noticed that, but just as I was coming out of warp, the screen said Utuares ahead. Every time I come out of warp, it says that. Planet Utuares. I have no idea what's causing that. It's very, very bizarre. I don't know if it's happening on Steam. This is a Galaxy of Games, so if it's happening on Steam, I could take a picture of it. Hello. Divine Atlas Entity. Uralov. Lifeform, you arrived later than anticipated. Data has been obtained, exchanged, utilized. New tools await you as instructed. Corvex has plans to update both base and exosuit. Where is your base sited? What sort of hazard protection meets your needs? Wisdom traveler, from your expanded base you will be able to explore freely and return from any station. May the light of the Atlas watch over you. Kind of creepy having an Atlas watching over me. There's 15 salvage data. Don't skip this part. Hello, cool looking ship. B-24, really. We need to be careful here. Because I don't want to go to the wrong system. It says that the anomaly is there, and I know the anomaly is hanging over my planet, so hopefully this is the right one. I didn't use the teleporter or reload right there, and so if I named the base anything, it didn't take. I'll know as soon as we get there. Yay! I chose wisely. All right, we need a floor. Let's do it up here. There we go. I thought about making him crooked. Because, you know, the Overseer is kind of crooked. Good grief. I was wondering why that guy was running around. That's why. That funny guy. You know, change back to space stations, and you see this green dot right here? This green dot is the Overseer. It should be any current system that you're in. The Overseer should be available. And the teleporter has taught me the Viking word for scan. No corresponding green dot. Oh, it says access the mission log. Expanding the base. There we go. Read the instructions. Should I tap on the glass? Hello? Ooh, nanites. Resource analyst Roman. Is it really you? Forgive me, I've been searching for such a long time. I'm contracted to aid you in this and every cycle. Don't worry, everything was paid for a long time ago. It's all quite above board. As a stranger speaks, I smell assaults me, a pheromone infesting my brain, giving my memories of places I've never visited, making it difficult to speak. Of myself in a mirror, aged and alone, of this get cradling their fallen brethren, of a bargain made many years from now, a contract signed across the cosmos. The vision ends, and the overseer remains. The overseer promises to expand my base, allowing me to recruit other workers. They require a construction terminal to get started. There's something compelling about this get. They shall feel at home at my home. I'll be at my station before you know it. See you soon, friend. Stop drinking right now. You're really cute. This is a wealthy system. Yuck. Maybe wealthy, but it's got an ugly gun. This crazy game. Probably work better if it was written in DOS. Boink. You have so much to learn, so much to see, and this place will be our home amidst the infinite. Take this glass and let starlight flood into our jolly home. I always wish you'd give me a piece of glass. Everything pours through glass in the end, but there's time enough for that. There are other things that we have to do. If you prepare chromatic metal, I will use it to calibrate a science terminal. We'll get back to that. I will give you your chromatic metal in good time. Where's my ship? Oh yeah. I was smart, built a landing pad. Alright, crazy part. We have to actually go back and do that, because if you don't, you'll just end up expanding the base for 2 or 3 hours, and really quite ridiculous. Hope I can fly that far. Can't even see which star it is. There we go. The 2 stars lined up so perfectly. I couldn't see what I was doing. When I did this, I did Beyond Permadeath walkthrough is the last time that I did this all together at the same time. And there are a couple of places where you have to actually push the game to do the right thing. And that's frankly upsetting, you know. I was pretty excited that they had put everything together and then realize that it's together, yes, but I mean, you got to go halfway through the scientist to get back to Apollo. They may have fixed it, but my goal is not expanding the base. My goal is Eisentown. And I need the heart of the sun and 2 of them. One so that we can see the black holes in Eisentown, and the other so that we can build the remembrance when we get there, so that if we find any of these crazy rooms that require keys, then we'll be able to read the little terminals that are sometimes inside. So that key, if you're curious, is the Atlas V3 pass. And so if you have the Atlas V3 pass and you find these terminals and you're like, what the heck is a remembrance? Well, you get that for finishing the Artemis mission. Whether you go through the center or not, you get it. Alrighty. Tattle convergence. Endless night unfolds before existence. The seeking of the kindred never ends. Wonder and fear, silence and delight, knowledge awaits. Another Atlas interface. How many of these constructs exist in the deep void? How long have they been slumbering, waiting for a traveler? Have they been expecting me? Am I somehow chosen? The Atlas crafted this existence, the Gek, the Viking, the Corvex, the stars that fill the skies, and the hatred that burns within the deep. Every word that turns and every form that lives, the Atlas offers it all. I take this gift of knowledge, certain in my decisions. All doubts are silenced. The stars await me. I definitely do not have 200 pure ferrite. Let's go talk to Apollo. Or nada. I don't know which one. Still says expand your base for Ghost in the Machine. Still wants me to set down a scientist. Let's see here. I didn't want to miss that Alice station, though. It had already pointed us to it. I think I finally have enough chromatic metal. I went through one of my saves. I don't know if it's the normal mode save or if it's a survival save. Constantly out of carbon, until I realized I had about 800 carbon in my nutrient processor. It's a great storage device if you can remember what's in there. Oh boy. We're stuck in a time warp. Here we go. lovely. It's daytime. Cool. Alright, you said something about chromatic metal? Come on, Roman. There we go. There you are again, traveler. I'm sure you have the required materials this time. The overseer speaks strangely, implying that we have performed this encounter before. I have no memory of such meetings. I asked who paid them for this service they are performing for me. They laugh and claim that my child did, many years from now. I don't know what they're talking about. The overseer asks for chromatic metal. Perfect, friend. I knew you would succeed. Just what we need to finish the science terminal. Here we go. We've littered the universe in our greed, traveler. This planet is no exception, but there is much that can be done with litter. Make your way to an abandoned structure and harvest the data from their terminals. I shall use it to fashion us plans for a storage container. Resource analyst Roman is reflective for a Gek. They almost seem to regret the greed that characterizes their people. They wish to make something new from the remains of the old. Is this just greed in disguise, or is something else? Whatever their motive, the overseer claims I will find data for a storage container blueprint in a nearby structure. Build a science terminal. There we go. Okay, as soon as we go into space, it's going to send us to the next Atlas station. So where is... yeah, that's what it wants us to do. So where is the thing? Well. Ah! There it is, right there. I suppose I should build stairs if I'm not going to walk through the building. I never keep the goop. I don't want the goop. One pie is worth more than that goop. There we go. I'll take that. Anything else in here? No? Fine. Fine. I love the new flight dynamics in Beyond. They've really added a lot of spunkiness. Except that I missed the landing pad. I was going too fast. There's a great big hole right here. Hi. Just thought I'd drop in. You're back. So glad, friend. I will extract the storage blueprint as soon as I have the data. It's good to see that Gek is so invested in the success of our home. They're clearly happy to see me, energized for the task. Here's your blueprint as promised. A trivial task. Their code was just sitting there to be manipulated. Now then, do you think that it's time to use that science terminal? The Overseer feels the base would benefit from a Corvex. I'm so glad we had this chat. Me too. Oh dear. Let's see what mission we're on. Yeah. Let's go back to expanding the base. No fuel in the... Oops. Launch thruster. Okay. Apollo still wants a Corvex.
Orbital station coordinates received.
Probably in the opposite direction. Oh, good. It's along the way. Wonder where the Corvex is. Oh, there he is. He's right there. He's in Niza. That looks familiar. And Corvex scientific research. There we go. It was worth a try. I tried to pulse to the space station. We might just have time for that Atlas station. Although I don't have any pure ferrite, but I can get some. You don't actually have to make the Atlas seeds while you're doing the Atlas stations. But you can't finish the Atlas without all of them done. Unknown life form, I passed my test, who? I'm free to explore, free to pursue my passion for structural analysis. Do you have a base, a science terminal? Think of all that might be done. The Corvex is happy, overjoyed to see me. They seem to have just completed some rite of passage for their species, necessitating them to go out into the universe and pursue their interests. The scientist offers to join my base if I provide them with a science terminal. Who? Think not of payment. Scanning you while you sleep will be reward enough. Yikes. I don't like that idea. Eventually this hypercore is going to run out of fuel. Alright, let's see if we can make it all the way there. Looks like it. I think I can do 1,500 light years. But between today and tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be getting the pulse engine upgrades. Oh look, the space station is in the rings. That's cool. Or between today and Saturday or Sunday. Tomorrow is community event day, and we'll be doing it from Isentam for the first time. That'll be cool. Looks like he has a cage around him now. Alright, let's see if we can get this Atlas station in. think we know a whole lot of Corvex words. Oops. I have no regard for the pathway there. Oh, the Corvex word for hello. It's really foggy in here. The really great thing about the Corvex, of course, is the first action that we take, he's going to teach us how to make microprocessors, and that's going to save a ton of time. Although I think I have like 17 or so of them. Oh, I only have 5 left. I did a bunch of building back there. Alrighty. Third Atlas station, we get these final 2 warp cells. And we are in the Opshi-Gruce convergence. The sands of reality shift and merge, becoming one. The Jackil Shiburian Yagantia fall. Good grief, what language is that? I was born with everything I needed to explore these worlds. My exosuit, my ship, every tool and every impulse led me to scan and give name to whatever I could find. But this, I can give no name to what I see. Within the orb, I see worlds that never were. I see the stirring of something primal and undeniable. I see the death cry of a god or something approaching it. It wants me to persist in this journey, seeking fragments of its interface, the stones of the Atlas. It rejoices in my repetition, my compliance, my cloud of unknowing. I will commit myself to the voyage. In all things I am ready. I will not falter. All right. Very cool. That thing's cool looking. All right, when we come back next time, we will get the microprocessor from the scientist, and I think that leads us back to the ghost in the machine. I want to thank you all so much for coming along. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.